I'm at the Willamette Heritage Center today, and I am playing the part of Fanny Kay Bishop, one of the daughters of the man who built the woolen mill. And I'm ready today to read you a book about Charlie Needs a Cloak. And I have with me my friend Millie, who is a full-size sheep. So when we talk about sheep, you'll know what that means. Now, Charlie was a shepherd. He had a cozy house, a big hat, a crook, and a flock, that means a lot, of sheep. But everybody said, Charlie needs a new cloak. And this is a picture of his cloak. And we don't use that word today very much, but I would use cape. So Charlie needs a new cape. You can see it's falling apart. So he knew he needed a new cloak. So let's see, we've got a picture here. So in the springtime, Charlie sheared his sheep. That means when we take the fur off the sheep. And he would have used shearing cutters to do that. And so he cut all the sheep's fleece off. And then he had to wash it because sheep are really dirty outside. And then, let's make sure I get this on. Oops, come on. Then he had to card it. And carding is sort of like combing your hair. You have to have it all going one way. And he would have used carding paddles that look like this. And he would have to go like this. Takes a really long time to do it. But once he got that all done, he could then begin to spin the wool. So let's go. He had to card it to straighten it out, and then he had to spin it to make it into thread, twist it, and he used a spinning wheel. And then Charlie wanted a red cloak, so he picked some pokeweed berries. Those are sort of like our raspberries. And during the late summer, and he boiled them over a fire like this in a big kettle. Then Charlie dyed all of his yarn with the berry juice. So now he has red yarn. And after the yarn was dry, Charlie put the strands on a loom. That's how we weave fabric. And let's see, come on. These pages don't want to. And every fall evening, he wove the yarn from the sheep. All winter when he stayed home when it was really cold outside. And he put the cloth on the table once he took it off the loom, and he cut it into pieces. He pinned the pieces together, so he started to make it starting to look like a cloak or a cape. And he sewed it together. Still, he's in the winter because he has to be by the fireplace to do this. And the snow is outside, and then when winter came, Charlie had a beautiful new red cloak. Looks pretty nice, doesn't he? So his sheep helped him do all of that. So we talked about that we had to clip the wool off the sheep, we had to card it, we had to spin it to make fabric, and then we had to cut the fabric to make the pieces, and then you sew the cloak together, and that's how Charlie got a brand new cloak. I hope you enjoyed this story about Charlie. He did a really good job.